Stripe and Digicel for the major role they played, and to all our other partners. The media played an important role. The medical services were there, the technical field, the logistics, the food and beverage services, and corporate, who stayed the course with us during that telethon. And it really warmed my heart. You know, I see all my colleagues turning up, most of my colleagues turning up, and manning the phones and taking calls. It really was a wonderful experience. Now, in addition to participating in the telethon, we have received a number of correspondence, and I want to read this correspondence, which is from Prince Ermias Sahel Selassie Al Selassie. And this is the grandson of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie. And it's addressed to the Prime Minister, and he writes, I write to express to you my deepest condolences for the tragedy brought to Jamaica by Hurricane Melissa. The loss of life and the damage to Jamaica's infrastructure brings sadness and raises challenges. I know that while you mourn what has been lost, you will lead Jamaica into a better future through the process of rebuilding. In light of the long-standing bonds of friendship between Jamaica and Ethiopia, I want to do everything in my power to help you in that process. To that end, I have authorized the Royal Ethiopian Trust, of which I am the patron, to make a $5,000 donation to your Office of Disaster Preparedness, which was sent by wire transfer a week ago. I've also made a series of statements in public and on social media asking my supporters to do everything in their power to help the people of Jamaica with donations of any kind. I'm ready to work with you and members of your government to help in any other way I can. My thoughts and prayers are with you. With warmest regards. And that's correspondence from Prince Ermias, the grandson of His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie. I also want to indicate here that a number of Jamaicans in Hollywood, number of Jamaican actresses, producers and directors, and those who are just friends of Jamaica, they've also launched a campaign to raise funds towards our relief program. Those include comedian Orlando Jones, director-producer Benny Boom, John Buffalo Mailer, Dallas Jackson, among others. Now, I'm pleased to announce that we have been in discussion with several organizations and Friends of Jamaica in major diaspora cities, and even diverse places without a large Jamaican population who are keen on staging I Love Jamaica concerts in their locale. Some of the promoters of these concerts have chosen to give them unique names rather than the generic I Love Jamaica to make their events stand out. And while they're doing that, they're still keeping a link with the I Love Jamaica series of activities. So the concert that we had announced earlier that was held in London at the iconic Coco Camden Concert Hall on Thursday, November 13, despite having only 2 weeks to pull it together, had a full house. A full house came out, and we were able to get 3.5 million Jamaican dollars from that initiative. Now, on December 6th, there will be a One Love Jamaica Rebuild Gospel Concert at the Faith Center, Sunrise, Florida. And this initiative is led by Bishop Henry Fernandez and the Consul General Oliver Mayer. On Friday, December 12th, the Jamaica Strong Charity Concert at USB Arena, Long Island, New York, will be held, and this is an initiative by Bobby Clark of Irie Jams, New York, Shaggy, and Sean Paul. And this will be a major event that will also be carried on YouTube. And on Friday, January the 2nd, there is the Stay Strong Jamaica concert, which now will be held at the Hard Rock Cafe and in Long Island, New York. And this event will feature a number of our most outstanding performers, and those names will be announced at a later date. We're also in discussion to have concerts in Nairobi, Kenya, in Dubai, Qatar, and the UAE. But I will make further announcements on those. Moving on to the church, the religious matters, I want to thank the religious community and the faith-based community who have been providing comfort as well as spiritual, emotional, and other important support to our people in this trying time. In keeping with the responsibility that was given to my ministry to mobilize the religious and faith-based communities to support Jamaica's relief activities, I assembled the National Religious and Faith-Based Hurricane Task Force. And this task force is being coordinated by Dr. the Honorable Bishop Harold Blair. And he is supported and assisted by Bishop Bengucci. The task force was set up to streamline and coordinate requests for support and assistance from individuals and groups, primarily in the parishes that have been severely affected by Hurricane Melissa, and to align the request with the distribution systems and protocols of the Ministry of Labor and Social Security and the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management. However, the first initiative of the task force was to establish national days of prayer. And the first weekend was Saturday, November the 15th, and Sunday, November the 16th. It was further expanded to a second weekend where the PBCJ recorded prayers by various denominations and faith-based representatives. And this went very well over the weekends of November 22nd, 23, and November 29 and November 30. And the religious and faith-based organizations have been doing their part in the national relief effort, and I really want to thank them again. Now, approximately 7,500 religious spaces island-wide have been playing their part, but they have also been impacted by the hurricane. More than 300 church buildings have suffered damage, with several completely destroyed. Nonetheless, in every parish, congregations have continued to serve faithfully. I will now move on to the National Registry of Volunteers, which was established. And I want to thank the many volunteers who have signed up to the National Registry and have been giving their time, skills, and putting every effort into this mission of love, care, and compassion. The portal allows, a portal which is set up on Support Jamaica website, allows volunteers to indicate their areas of interest, preferred volunteered locations, and availability. And volunteer registration was open to the public to support a wide range of recovery activities, including food distribution, shelter operations, first aid, medical assistance, transportation, driving, communication, coordination, administration, registration, counseling, psychosocial support, and meal preparation. As of November 24, 4,325 people have registered to assist across the multiple sectors depending on national needs and deployment planning. Their information has been compiled to facilitate targeted assignments as recovery operations progress. So far, volunteers have been provided upon request to the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, as well as to the Ministry of Education. I will, on another occasion, give an update on the area of culture, where we have started visiting cultural communities. You will all see that the Prime Minister led a team to a compound, and the visit there went very well. We will be visiting all the other Maroon communities, as well as communities established by the Rastafari mansions, as well as areas, as well as the revival churches. So that update will be provided at another time. I just want to indicate that my area of culture, gender, entertainment, and sport is sort of a